Hey friends, day after Christmas. Man, it got cold here in Georgia. A lot of people don't realize it does get cold here in Georgia. We dip down, well, not as cold as it is up in Minneapolis right now, but hey, so anyway, day after Christmas, and it's cold. I had my little torpedo heater back there going for a little while to try to warm up my garage here at the house, which isn't heated. But anyway, so we're a little toasty in here today. So I got a box from Eckler's Car Restoration Parts. No, this isn't a motorcycle video. We're going to mess around with the Chevelle today. A couple of details. So let's crack the box open and see what we got. All right, let's see. All right, so it's chrome trim that goes around the seat. It's not really that big of a deal. It's just the typical stick-on chrome trim stuff. But the trim on the back and base of the seat was looking pretty bad with the chrome flaking. So we're gonna put those on today, and then the seat adjuster knobs. Yeah, we're gonna put some new those on there. So we got that, and y'all probably remember I had rebuilt the original clock in the car. Well, unfortunately, it didn't last too long, and it burned up on me. So we're gonna replace the clock. I can't stand when things don't work. So found this reproduction from Eckler's, and not too bad. Not too bad. Actually, I say not too bad. I already see a problem with it. There's unbelievable. Oh man. The second hand has fallen off from in there. Well, that stinks. I might see if I can, you know what? I might see if I can put that back together. I don't want to ship it back to them. So we're going to take this apart, see if we can get the second hand on there. Normally, to take this thing apart, you'd have to pull the adjuster out to, set the clock. But I don't want to do that because I know, there's gear on the inside and you can actually break that. So I'm going to try not to do that. But I think if I can pry this cover off enough, I might be able to shift it to one side just enough to get my hands on the second hand. And we'll be good to go. And it looks like it's just a crimp connection back here in the back around that flange. So let's see. Oh, I think we almost got it. We'll do it without damaging it. There we go. All right, nice and easy. Trim ring, glass. Let's just move that to the side. There we go. It's actually bent a little bit too. There we go. All right. All right, there we go. Always an adventure, right? There we go. All right, locked back in. Beautiful. Now, before we go through the trouble, let's see if it actually works. I'm going to be changing this battery. I've got a 950 cold cranking out monster coming to turn this thing over. So don't laugh at me about the battery that's in it. Also, don't laugh at me that I don't have any test leads here at the house. So we're gonna come up with something. So tester. We're gonna take this Run off the positive. The case is what grounds this one. Hey, and it works. Click, click, perfect. That's the original stuff, best I can tell. Yeah, I think it's gonna come right off nice. Beautiful. All right, let's see. All right, that sure does look better. I think the easiest way to do the back would be from back here. And I'm sure the little seat adjuster knob, these things are plastic. I'm sure, yeah, it pulls right off. These things are plastic. Terrible. Chrome flake like crazy on these. But this one is billet. So, should last a while. Yes. Let's see if we can get the console out. And we'll change the clock. All right, let's see. Well, the clock is a pretty close match to be a reproduction. It's actually virtually identical. The only, well, that's funny, it's almost an hour off from each other. This whole top section here separates from the bottom, from the base. And I've got to get the plastic base out in order to get to the clock. These old nuts, I don't think they use these anymore on cars, but it wasn't actually threaded, so you just had a stud stuck up, and these things sort of are self-tapping. You gotta be careful with these things, especially this old plastic. You know, this stuff cracks so easy, and it's pretty easy to break those studs. You know, this old metal is just old pot metal. Then, so one of them things, it takes a light touch. Yeah, the wiring harness is mangled a little bit. That is the original wiring harness. I don't know, at some point, I'm sure I will put a whole new wiring harness in the car. It actually does something funny now. When you turn the headlights on, the turn signals on the dash light up when you turn the headlights on, and should be doing that. So if you remember, I'd rebuilt this clock a while back, and it worked for a while, and then it finally just burned up. So okay. Nice. Well, friends, thanks for hanging out with me today. You know, it's that time between Christmas and New Year's, and we shut the shop down. It gives me a chance to work on small personal projects like this that I don't get time to do, you know, because we've been so busy here lately. However, this week and some of next week, I will be at the shop. We need to get some work done on Stiffy. We're going to be working on the curve bike. We've got a Nash Metropolitan that we're going to be restoring, which is pretty cool. We got to finish up the 50 Ford truck. We've got all kind of machine shop stuff that I need to do too. I need to make some brackets, need to make some foot controls and hand controls for Stiffy. We're going to fabricate some exhaust and all that. So bring you guys along for the ride on that as well. We still have a working clock and it's keeping good time. Wonderful. Got all the seat trim done on both sides. That's done. Got the adjusters done on the seat as well. And that's going to wrap it up for this one, guys. Hope you had a wonderful Christmas, and we'll be seeing you again on the next one. Take care of yourselves and each other. Have a good one.